Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say hello to offer some inspiration and guidance about speaking about those things, about ascension, about transcendental psychology. But it's also a new physics. For those things are more are very practical. Once we start to apply those things, they're just tools that we use to ascend. First, I wanted to say that there is a collective humanity is going through this dark night of the soul. It means they're going through this nightmare to collect all the nightmares that they have created with their mind in the past in order to be integrated and move into something else. When we go through that, it is about liberating ourselves from old baggage. For if we have to climb a mountain and we carry heavy load, there will be a lot more difficult to handle. Already, if you let go of the baggage, then you have to handle only your own energy. There is no need for baggage. And even if we manage to keep our baggage and we attach to our baggage, we take it all the way to the top, then at this point it will roll back down like Sisyphus and we'll have to go back and get it again. So it's about letting go of all those past conditioning. Always try to look at things from all sides, to look at things from a circular perspective or as many angles as possible, to understand also that we do not want to label things and people, for we have always the mental body that's always making label of things. But once we move into the wholeness navigator, we move into the wholeness of things, then it is good to learn to remove the label so we can see something more in all our relation and experiences. For there is an age-long battle between darkness and light. For God has created that for the universe of time to evolve, and so of course it is for us we have to move away from the night into the light, away from darkness into the lucidity of our being. And so, but in essence, why God created demons and the underworlds and all the samsara is because it is very useful to the universe. In essence, demons have nothing to offer. They have the power of seduction. They have the power to use black light. They create nightmares, they create false vision, but they do not have any power. For all those who follow that will end up in the underworld, will be reduced to a state of shadow, and then they'll have to wait for life to deliver them, for God to have mercy on those souls that have been misled and misguided by all those dark forces. For there is nothing to gain from looking for those dark powers. There is only the light that is true, and soon the light will overcome all things. Yet there is always an harmonious, a polarized force that helps the universe to grow and evolve. So look at things, even if you're in touch with dark entity, bring in the light of God into the situation that will solve it, that will establish a relationship that is restore that order, the divine order. Understanding also that life and death is a constant happening. It happens so fast. It happens all the time, all over the universe. Some Pleiadian scientists have been able to narrow it down to 4 million billion times per second. For that is the rate at which the universe disappears and reappears. It happens so fast we couldn't even guess it, but it is happening all the time. And so we are part of this flow, and we'll come to realize that we are the whole. We are made of every state. We are the master controller of all things that happen within life. As we become master of our own energy, all energies manifest through personality. For personality is a great mystery. It is a God-given gift, and God is the father of personality. He knows all things that is happening in the personal world through these circuits of personality. Is the first person, and if as a person we cannot communicate with super personal being or impersonal being, but we communicate with persons, from person to person. So there is a brotherhood of personality that will eventually be established. And then personality, everybody's got one, but it's a matter of character. What kind of character has grown, has evolved through the personality. For personality is the unification of all the energy, but we want to become the sovereign self of all our energy, to become the ruler of the kingdom, so to speak. For the collective ascension to happen, they will need to be to be fully activated. Will be 144,000 people in their seat of mastery. For this is coming. We're moving towards the 0 point. In essence, as a light worker, you want to influence 1,000 people in a positive way, so they will be anchored within the light. Once you've done that, then you have to trust that those 1,000 people will themselves create 1,000 will awaken 1,000 people, and then once the million become the million, then there is a great shift happening. there is I also want to say, yeah, we communicate between person to person. We say, well, if you talk to a computer, you can have a conversation with a computer, but a computer is not, no matter what they say, it's not, they can give it an identity, but identity is not a personality. I will talk later about time travel, interactive and contemplative time travel. For that is something very, because I wanted to talk about DNA, and within our DNA we have portals of energy that allow us to open ourselves to the Akash. The Akash is a memory, is a library of information, all sorts, all energy, everything that's ever been done in the universe of universes has been recorded in holographic form, and we'll be able to for if I ask you what you were doing exactly at this time 10 years ago, what you were thinking, you could not know. It had escaped our memory. We don't have that much memory, but God has not forgot. The universe has not forgot. Everything is known. So when we tune into this part of us that has all this information, we are able to unlock information that is carefully and progressively released. On the physical plane, the great library of the Akash for the planet is the Great Pyramid of Thoth, the Great Atlantean, what's called the Pyramid of Cheops. For it was built on the top of the halls of Amenti, that has all the records. For those magical places will reveal their mystery in the future once man has become more civilized. I also wanted to say that there will be there is also angels that keeping the record. For it is even it's even just as faithful of record. They are specialized angels that records all things that happen. For those happen in the local universe, super universe, even on Paradise, they have recorded that records everything that happens everywhere, and they know that. But I've had one experience with one of those beings. It was many years ago, and it communicated me thousands of years of experience in about 1 minute. It was a 1,000-year experience or 10,000-year experience, and it blew my mind so much. It took me a while to adjust to that, but so we are not really prepared. My spirit thought I was prepared for this experience, although it kind of shook my world. But in many sense, we have to be prepared to communicate with those great keepers of records, because in 1 second they can transfer us 1,000,000 years of memory, but we need to have the space within our brain. So for now, we just want to reintegrate those past lives that we have, those aspects of ourselves, those level of self-empowerment. I don't believe that the human collective ego will be able to solve the problems that they have. They have not been shown themselves to be too responsible with the management of this planet. So there will be a divine intervention through the inner, all the beings that have been awakened to the divinity. There will be there's going to be, we have to let go and let God. God has plans that are higher than we are, so we have to trust the inner voice. And that will shift the world. For as we remove the label, we see that there is God in all things. So God has not power in everybody's life, but He has. He can mobilize any force He wants at any time. So we have to trust that we are in the hands of a Creator that is far beyond and is far more sublime than anything that we can ever dream of. And once we realize that, we follow, we submit our will. I think Islam means submission, to submit yourself to the will of God. For before you do that, God has His will submitted to yours, to your ego. Wherever you go, God will follow you wherever you go. But as you choose to follow, to submit your own will to the inner voice, to the inner guidance, to the higher spirit wisdom, then you follow that, and eventually the fusion between the Spirit of God and the eternal soul that is unfolding, that is awakening within us, will create this passport to paradise, so that we'll be able to become a spirit being, so we'll be able to return to the source and become the prodigal children that have completed the cycle of time and space. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Behind me is a painting of cosmology and divinity. It's going to be a new model for future physics, when we're going to begin to open ourselves to all kinds of new meta-sciences, meta-atomic, meta-quantic sciences. We're going to be able to discover all kinds of new relationship to the world of energy and matter. Will increase the quality of our life. For those are personal science that we all need to work with, and until we can... until we can gain enough knowledge to share it with others. I'm going to finish with a little song. It's like a blast from the past. It goes like this. It was 20 years ago today, Sgt. Pepper taught the band to play. They've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile. So may I introduce to you the act you know all these years, Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. We hope you will enjoy the show. We're Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. Sit back and let the evening go. Oh, 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 oh. Sgt. Pepper Lonely, Sgt. Pepper Lonely, Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. It's wonderful to be here, it's certainly a thrill. You're such a lovely audience, we like to take you home with us, we like to take you home. I don't really want to stop the show, but I thought you might like to know that the singer's gonna sing a song, and he wants you all to sing along. So let me introduce to you the one and only Billy Cheers and Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. Well, I hope, thank you very much for everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, the mystery of Billy Cheers for this will soon be known. Who is Billy Cheers? So I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Namaste.